Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. In this video, I want to talk about why the narcissist isn't hoovering you back. So for those of you that don't know what the hoover is, that's when a narcissist is trying to suck you back into the quote-unquote relationship, the fake relationship that you have, for whatever reason. And the reason is typically because they want the supply that you were giving them and they don't have a replacement for it, or none of the other supplies are as good as your supply, so they want to hang on to that even though they did something obviously that pushed you away. Or sometimes they discarded you and then they'll try to get you back because when they discarded you, they were busy with another supply. And maybe it didn't go so well. Or maybe they determined, you know what, you were better. You could give more. So now they want to come back to you. But let's talk about when a narcissist doesn't try to come back to you. First of all, some people are so upset about that. And, I'm going to say that maybe, it may have played on your rejection issues. You probably felt a little rejected by that. But you shouldn't. So let's talk about some reasons why the narcissist wouldn't come back to you. If you know too much about the narcissist, if you've already called them out on their narcissism, if it's clear that you know who they are underneath the mask and you're not going to be a willing participant in the chaos and the abuse, they're going to rationalize that. What's the point of going back? Logically, you're not going to be a good source of supply. It's going to be this uphill battle of constant arguments at that point because you already know what it is. Not only do you know what it is, but you've asserted yourself on that, and you're trying to command respect from the narcissist, respect that they don't ever plan on giving to you, nor do they even want to give that to you because it goes against the supply that they want to get from you. So if you have too much self-respect, if you have too much of strong boundaries, if you understand who they are underneath that mask, and you're unwilling to accept it, that's the key point, and you're unwilling to accept it, they're going to be like, what's the point of trying to go back? I'm better off trying to start with somebody new. Even if they don't have another supply lined up or a supply as good as you, even if that other person gives them less, they're still going to be getting more because you have more, but you're not going to give it to them because you already know what it's hitting for. So there's no need to be looking back on that. That's a waste of time at that point to the narcissist. All right, so that's a good thing that you were too healthy for the narcissist, that you seen through them finally or quickly. These are good things. Another reason why the narcissist doesn't look back on you or try to come back to you, it was because they feel like the new person has more to offer than you. So they feel like they've upgraded their supply, and for that reason, they don't need you anymore in their minds. Maybe this person has more money. Maybe this person has more clout, more notoriety. Who knows? They have something more than you had, or at least that's what the narcissist perceives in their mind. So to them, it's like, oh, well, you're old news now. I have something better. I don't need you anymore. All right. Let's see. Is there any other reasons why the narcissist doesn't look back? It's possible that you've caused such a high narcissistic injury by outing them and everything. It's just not even worth it. Maybe they feel like, you know what, let me just say this. Sometimes you can cause a narcissistic injury and they'll try to get back with you just to punish you and then dump you. But then in other instances, it won't be worth it. you know, it won't be worth it, because they're going to weigh their pros and cons in their mind. If I go back to her, you know, if you're just cursing them out in public, that type of thing, they're not going to come back to that type of situation. Or if they deem you to now be a basket case, or just completely broken into pieces, you're not functioning, you know, their abuse just knocked you down a bunch of notches and you have to rebuild yourself up, they're not going to be around for that. They're not going to stick around for that rebuilding. They're going to go on to somebody else that's healthy, that they can try to tear down and suck blood out of them like a vampire, and mess with their energy and aura. And then if they get to that point as well, it's going to be on to the next. Because as dysfunctional as they are, they like to be around people that can hold it together. In spite of all the stuff they're throwing your way, they still want you to be able to hold it together. So, yeah, so those are the reasons right there why the narcissist, at least the reasons that I could think of off the top of my head, why narcissist is not coming around you. Alrighty. So if this video resonated with you, you can go ahead and hit the like button, and please subscribe to the channel. I'll definitely have more videos on narcissism. And as usual, until next time, take care.